This is the Beatbot Sora 70 pool cleaner. It's a battery pool cleaner. Now, I've had 3 pools in my life. This last one out here I just built about 2.5 years ago. And I decided I've always wanted to try a battery operated pool cleaner when I first opened it, right? So I opened a pool 2.5 years ago, bought a battery operated, and I don't know if it was the technology wasn't there or if I just bought the wrong pool cleaner, but it did not. It cleaned the bottom fine. It was supposed to clean the water line. It would crawl up the sides. It would clean the sides okay, but it wouldn't clean the water line. As soon as it got to the water line, it would just turn around and go down. So it wouldn't clean the water line. And of course, none of them I've ever seen clean the surface of the pool. This one does it all. It cleans the bottom, the sides, the water line. Also, it cleans the surface, complete surface of the pool. And it can clean platforms. So if you have like a little swim platform, it'll crawl up, get up, and clean that. There's 2 ultrasonic sonar detectors on here, one on the bottom and one on the front here. And the one on the front actually shows where the edge is, so it can get up, and these little edge guides here will keep it from scratching the cleaner, and will go right along the edge of the pool. The one on the bottom, actually, if you have an angle, it will pick the correct speed and the correct operation to climb that angle. So I've always had the manual type. You have a hose, you put the hose in, it operates by the water pressure from your pool pump. I've always wanted one of these. I tell you why I wanted one of these. If I'm having a pool party the next day, or I'm having guests coming over the next day, I don't want to have to run the pool all night to clean the pool before they get there. So now the pool pump can be off, everything completely dark out there. I can throw this thing in the pool. It can run 5 hours cleaning the pool, and I wake up in the morning, it automatically goes to the side of the pool. I just reach it up, grab it, pull it out, and I'm ready for the pool party. That's the main reason I wanted one of these battery-operated pool cleaners. And this one has one of the largest batteries on the market. So this one's 10,000 milliamp. Typically they're between 5,000 and 7,000 milliamp. This is one of the only ones that I know of in this price range that will clean the surface of the pool too, which is huge. You want to clean the entire pool. There's 2 modes on here. If you look on the front, that little switch right here on the left is called your Pro mode. On the right is your preset mode. So if you click it to the right, go to the preset mode, it will not clean the surface of the pool. Because if there's nothing on the surface, you don't want to spend battery power and wear and tear on this thing cleaning the surface for no reason. But if you click it to the left, it will clean the surface. It'll clean the bottom, the sides, platform, water line, surface, everything, the entire pool. This thing will run for 5 hours. If you just want it on the surface cleaning, it'll run for 7 hours. So here's how you do it. You click it on. I'm going to go to the left here. Click it on and release it. You can see that white light blinking. That green light is your battery. Tells you what state of your battery charge is in. And if you can see, it's blinking. So if I want to go to Pro mode and clean the surface also, I just click it to the right. Now you can see the light is on the Pro mode side. And then when you're ready to turn it off, this same switch, you just hold it 3 seconds and it turns off. Now, what do you get with the Beatbot? You get this charging cable, and the charging cable goes right here in the front. Click it in, it'll start charging. You'll see this thing pulsating. When it stops pulsating and turns green, it's fully charged. The only other thing it comes with is this hook. Now, this hook, in case something does happen where it doesn't go to the edge of the pool, you can use this hook on your little filter. Everybody's got one of those rods for your pool. You can pull it up from there. I think all of them. All these automatic pool cleaners include this just in case something happens. So let's look at some of the features. You got tracks on the side. And these are roller edge guides. These are rubber guides that will hug that edge and make sure you clean all the way to the edge. This is the track that this runs off of. And also, if you look up front, you got these rollers here that actually scrub the bottom and the sides and the tile. This actually scrubs your surface as it's cleaning. Now, this is actually the front, right? So when you put this thing, you can see these things on the side here. These are jets. These jets are in use when you're doing your surface cleaning and actually pulling the water in and pulling the leaves and other material in to this area, goes in, and water comes out the top here, and all of the trash stays in the filter. Now, let's take a look at the filter. I'm going to show you what that filter looks like. There's just a little latch right here. You pull this up, and here's your filter. You can pull it out. As you can tell, it's a very fine screen, very large filter, very easy to take off and put back in. That's it. After it's through, you just dump it out. You can rinse it out if you want to, put it right back in. Now this thing is very simple to operate. It's very intuitive. It comes with an app for Windows or Android. I downloaded it. I was hooked up in 5 minutes. I mean, you turn it on, you sign in, you open the app, sign in, and you click connect. It'll show this via Bluetooth, and you connect to it, you're good to go. You don't need the app. You get some extra benefits from using the app. You can actually start it from the app also. Take a look at the app for a second. It is on standby. It's 100% charged, as you can see. We'll click next. Standard mode. Now, if you press here, you can tell what you want it to do in the standard mode. So this is the Pro mode, which is floor, wall, waterline, and surface. You can click that. It'll go to Pro mode. Or if you want to do the preset mode, which is here, you could pick floor, surface, standard mode, which is floor, walls, and waterline, and eco mode. So I want it on floor, walls, and waterline. We'll click next. Maximum runtime, I just put 3 hours. You could put max, which would be 4.5 to 5.5 hours. I'm just going to click it on 3 hours, and there we go. Now, these are your task reminders. This was actually sent to my phone. Cleaning task completed. Please clean the filter basket promptly. After the 3 hours and the Sora 70 has completed the cleaning task, it sent me a reminder to my phone. I went out there and it was parked right there by the edge of the pool. I just picked it up, emptied the basket, put it back in, plugged it back into charge. I mean, it is very cool to have this app. You know, it lets you program it or do what you want it to do very easy, such as here. Just like we said, cleaning mode would tell you, if all I want to do is the floor, I just click here, and it'll just do the floor. So after you put this in the water, let me turn this off again. After you turn it on and put it in the water, it automatically starts. If you have it on surface mode, it'll go to the surface and just start cleaning the surface. If you have it on your preset mode, it will go down to the bottom and sit there for 5 minutes. All the air, everything will get out. After about 4 or 5 minutes, it'll start, and it'll start cleaning the bottom of your pool. Like I said, it'll clean the bottom, side, and water line. I am really looking forward to using this. I have heard of Beatbot. And you know, like I said, for the price point, this is the only one in this price point that does surface cleaning. So these things are expensive. I bought one, I think it was $800 or $900 from Lowe's. And like I said, it didn't clean the water line. It would get up there. It was supposed to clean the water line. It would get up there and just turn around and fall down. So this will clean up to 3,230 square feet. My pool's 34 by 17, so it's around 580 square feet somewhere there. So this thing will be plenty for that. Now this thing will work on in-ground and above ground. It'll work on your concrete, your fiberglass, your plastic, your liner, your plastic liner for your above ground or in-ground pool. It'll basically work on all pool surfaces. And one thing I've noticed as soon as I opened it up was this cool looking gold fleck. So this is purple. I think they got a couple of colors. They may have blue or something like that. This one happens to be purple, but there's a little fleck, a little gold fleck that's inside the black plastic and this plastic. I mean, it looks very cool. So that's it, guys. Let's go take this thing outside. I'm going to throw it in my pool now. It's supposed to work from ranges from like 40, I think 43 degrees up to 90 something degrees or 100 degrees, whatever. It's cold outside right now, so I'm hoping it works with that cold water. It could be under 43. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot though. So let's go outside. Okay, so I've got this in Pro mode. It seems to be working fine. So it'll run for 7 hours like that. Just pulling everything in and putting it in that filter. Going to the side of the pool. Cleaning the side of the pool. Now it's cleaning the water line. The rollers are reversing, and it's going back down. Okay, so I tested that water with this thermometer. It was 44 degrees. So 1 degree over the minimum but it seemed to be working fine out there. I mean, it was crawling up the wall, cleaning as it went up. The scrubbers were cleaning. It would get to the water line. It would keep scrubbing, and then it would reverse and go down and go on. So it'll run like that for, I don't know, roughly around 5 hours. It's out there running now. So we're going to call that a win. Link will be in the description. Let's see what's next.